Medieval Cup Jousting! Welcome to the premiere season of Medieval Cup Jousting. I'm Sunny Day and we're broadcasting live from the 13th century on this 19th day of March, 1286. We've got an exciting tournament for you today with England battling Saxony for possession of the cup. Let's introduce our knights. Tilting for the Kingdom of England is Sir Andrew of York. An affable oaf of the nobility, Andrew stands an impressive 5 feet 2 inches tall. And jousting for the Dukedom of Saxony is Sir Gunter of Munster. Now Gunter is a much more serious knight, and he's a towering 5 feet 5 inches of ruling class superiority, so watch out for him today. Our knights are about to be helmed. Let's cut over to the action. We see Sir Andrew receiving his great helm, and with those gold accents he looks impressive. And Sir Gunter, imposing with his even more sophisticated pointy top bucket helm. The great helm, a cutting-edge piece of equipment, is a steel bucket with eye slits cut out. It is placed upside down onto the head of the wearer. These state-of-the-art technological marvels are all the rage and have replaced the less protective Dark Age head coverings of the past.
We have to pause for a message from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
Cabbage! Let's have a good look at our highborn knights, mounted now on their steeds, with lances held tight in gauntlets and in their harnesses of polished armor. Sir Andrew is riding a Palomino of the courser breed, a strong and fast warm-blood charger, and one of the most popular jousting horses of the day. Now obviously well-financed, we see Gunter on his black destrier, which bred in Spain are the finest and strongest of the warhorse stallions. Both knights have their respective regions' coats of arms on full display. Yes, there's a lot of pride going into this event. Now before charging down the tilt line, the jousters will briefly touch shields and exchange well wishes. Bear in mind that this is 1286, not yet the age of chivalry.
You're nothing but a doll's head like.
You funny little mock spout. We shall see who is the doll's head and who is the doll's foot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hear the roar of the unwashed masses, and that can mean only one thing, that our knights are on the track and ready to go. Let the joust begin. Joust 1. Oh, an absolutely brutal start to this tournament with Andrew taking the full brunt of Gunter's lance straight to his cabbage hole, unhorsing him and sending his helm and target ring sailing. Gunter, jolted by the impact, loses his own helm and ring, but manages to remain on his horse, providing a 3-point advantage. It's 3-6 Saxony as we take a minute to explain the scoring system. Knights are awarded points as follows. 1 for knocking the target ring off their opponent, 2 for knocking the opponent's helm off, 3 for unhorsing their opponent, and 4 for breaking their opponent's shield, which is a one-off scoring opportunity per tournament. Knights receive 5 points for securing the target ring onto their own lance, an occurrence so rare it's never happened. Finally, 5 points will be deducted in the event that a knight's lance tip strikes his opponent's horse. Knights will joust 16 runs, and the knight with the most points after 16 will take home the Medieval Cup until he is challenged at the next tournament. Now let's go to round 2. Joust 2. Absolutely devastating as Andrew stuns Gunter with a spike to his shield at full speed, leaving Gunter unhorsed and without helm nor ring. Andrew, unable to withstand the force, flies from his own horse, but look at this! His ring remains stubbornly attached to his magnetized chest armor, giving him a 1-point advantage this round. 9-11 Saxony. Joust 3. Now this appears to be an uneventful stalemate, but if we examine closely, we can see Gunter's target ring fall from his chest. This is 1 point to Andrew. 10-11 Saxony as we go into Joust 4. Joust 4! Mutually assured destruction as both knights make solid contact simultaneously. 6 points each, Saxony still by 1. Joust 5! Did you see that? Gunter, with an equestrian malfunction and lance aimed too high, sails past Andrew, who uses the opportunity to knock off the lower half of Gunter's shield and send it flying down the tilt line. Amazing! 4 points to Andrew, taking the lead for England for the first time today, 2017. Fun fact, toward the center of the trek, in the impact zone, the knights are hurtling toward each other at approximately 10 meters per second, or 36 kilometers per hour, for a combined impact speed of 72 kilometers per hour.
Joust 6.
Oh, Andrew's lance not finding a target as Gunter lands his right in the gullet, bowing his lance and skewering Andrew. Notice Gunter losing his helm but keeping his ring and remaining planted in his saddle. A 4-point gain on that charge, 22-23 Saxony. We're back to a 1-point tournament.
Joust 7.
Look at the symmetry of this, both knights pirouetting into the ether as if engaged in synchronized swimming. 6 points each and now 28-29 Saxony.
Joust 8.
Yikes, another pulverizing encounter as Gunter rivets one to Andrew's mutton basket, sending him airborne, while Gunter casually completes his run. Note Gunter's target ring flying forward at the moment of impact, but returning quickly to its place as Gunter rides on. That is highly skilled jousting. 4-point gain for Gunter. It is 30-35 Saxony as we pause for Medieval Cup Jousting halftime news.
Halftime news.
Folks, we have sad news to report today. We've just learned that Scotland's beloved king, Alexander III, has died tragically in an equestrian accident while riding to see his newlywed queen. He was just 43. And we've discovered that England's King Edward, or Longshanks as he prefers to be called, from Westminster has expressed his sympathies to the people of Scotland via a greeting card bizarrely posted outside the palace window. His advisors, perhaps unavailable. Looking to the future of Scotland, the only surviving heir of King Alexander is young Margaret, the Maid of Norway. And we are hearing rumblings that the Scots are not thrilled about the prospect of the Maid becoming their queen. But at least the linens at the palace will be crisp. And let's face it, if she can keep Norway tidy, Edinburgh Castle should be a walk in the park. Back to the tournament.
Joust 9.
Oof! Gunter's lance deflected upward as Andrew nails him in the mead funnel, causing loss of helm and ring. Andrew's own helm flying from the force of the blow, but he does manage to retain his ring. Now Gunter is not considered unhorsed as his rubber bottom is still in contact with his saddle. A net 1-point gain to England, 33-37 Saxony now.
Joust 10.
Gunter attempting to clothesline Andrew, but it does not work out well, as Gunter loses both helm and ring in the process. Andrew somehow able to retain possession of both, giving him a 3-point gain, 39-40 Saxony now. Interesting factoids, Sir Gunter is also the hammer-throwing champion of Saxony.
Saxony, of course, one of the northern Germanic dukedoms of the Holy Roman Empire.
And Sir Andrew, also an award-winning stool baller from York. York, which in ancient times was the site of the Roman capital of Britannia Inferior.
Joust 11.
Oh, again, spinning in mid-air like a couple of whirling dervishes. Delta unchanged.
Joust 12.
Bam! 6-6 again as both knights savage one another. 51-52 Saxony as we enter the 13th run.
Joust 13.
Wow! 3 complete aerial rotations by Gunter and Andrew airborne as well. 6 points apiece, taking us to 57-58 Saxony with just 3 runs remaining.
Joust 14.
Folks, while our knights may appear deceased, I assure you they are simply stunned from the colossal impact of that event. Smelling salts will bring them to. 6s again and 63-64 Saxony.
Joust 15.
Yes, that just happened. Like popcorn without a lid, everything flew. And look at this. Upon return to Earth, Andrew's helm deciding to momentarily rest upon Gunter's lance. 3 points apiece, with Andrew thus far unable to break his single-point deficit. It is 66-67.
Folks, our cameraman has just taken this touching photo of our knights, paused in exhaustion, bruised, battered, broken, but not bifurcated as we enter this final conclusive round.
Joust 16.
And that is going to require some dental work. It is all over. Sir Gunter of Munster delivering a punishing final blow to defeat England's Sir Andrew of York and win this very first Medieval Cup Jousting tournament for Saxony, 69-73. I'd like to thank both of our knights for a fantastic first tournament, as well as the peasantry and our viewers at home. We'd also like to thank our sponsor, the Cabbage Growers Guild, and our head cameraman, Mr. Xander, whose shot of the day will appear as our show's final image. Fans of England, don't count Sir Andrew out of future tournaments. I'm sure he'll be back with us on the circuit. Meanwhile, we do have a barber surgeon on site who will look after his injuries. For Medieval Cup Jousting, I'm Sunny Day. Be sure to subscribe so you catch the next exciting tournament when Sir Gunter of Munster defends his title against the next Medieval Cup Jousting challenger. We'll see you then.